Yeah, I have a confession, but I won't say my name. That's why I'm calling with the private number.
Well,
Okay.
good security. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll have a confession on what I did to my husband's side chicks, the four of them. Okay. Let me try and make it very short. We've been married for 18 years. I knew him when I was very young, and he's a very wonderful man. I don't lack anything, nothing, absolutely nothing. We're doing very well. And the only issue I have with him was that he was cheating, and I kept warning him. And he has BP problem, he has high blood pressure problem, and I kept warning him. He didn't listen to me. And one day, I think one of our conversations, I warned him. I said, "The day you will see what you are looking for, I will remind you." Unfortunately, he's in his 40s. I'm in my 30s, and God blessed us so well with two boys. And he had partial stroke.
At 40?
And yeah, he's in his 40s. He had partial stroke, and
Wow.
all along when we had that issue, because it was on his WhatsApp and text messages, he now moved his conversations with them to his email, because I rarely check his email. I don't even have time to even go through his email.
Wait. He had partial stroke. He was still cheating.
No.
Ah,
It was.
okay.
I said before then, when we had one. I think one of our last conversations was when I now warned him and said, "The day you will see what you are looking for,
Yeah.
I will remind you." He's Yoruba, I'm Igbo,
Okay.
and the next thing, when it happened, we're in the hospital all through. There's this particular person that was calling. The person's name Bola client. So I thought it was people he has
Sharp
he has
guy.
business to do with and all that.
Yeah.
So I since his phone, the almighty phone with the CBN code
Mm.
was with me. And he has to put his password. He said his password. I said no problem. Since the phone was with me, I had to go through the phone.
Wow.
Only to going through the phone, an email came in, and I'm like, oh. So and I opened all his mail, and I noticed, oh, you moved everything here, so I wouldn't say it because I know he's a workaholic. That's the truth. And I now started going through all the emails. I got home. He was still in the hospital. I printed, because we have a printer home, I printed everything out.
Wow.
I went as far as merging their name to, I went to even to his account, how he sent 200,000, 100,000, 300,000, upkeep 50,000. Truthfully, he's a nice man. I don't lack anything.
Yeah.
I own 3 cars. We live in a duplex. God has blessed us so well. We have kids that are studying in Canada, 2 boys. God has blessed us with 2 boys.
Okay.
And after we go, this person kept sending emails. So all I did, I now replied the email that I'm not in the country. I traveled for a brief meeting. I'll let you know when I'm back. She even gave her list. Baby, buy this, buy that. Perfume. I said, no problem. Anything for you, my girl.
You two sell 419. Like what?
So I played her.
Yeah.
I printed everything out. I bought a file. I filed all of them. I used their name to search them on WhatsApp.
Do you have a
search
job?
them on
Do
Instagram.
you have a
Yes.
full-time? I think you should
I have a
quit.
full-time- yeah,
John
I have a-
John DSS. At this point,
No.
man.
You know, truthfully, women are born FBI. You don't have to go through any training.
Okay.
Women are born FBI. That's the truth.
Wow.
So I printed everything. I filed them with their names. I waited. When we got back home, after a month, before we got back home, I installed a camera in the house.
Got back home from the hospital now.
Yeah, from the hospital.
Okay, go ahead.
I installed the camera in the house, and for some time he had to be on diaper and all that. So I now invited. So after a month that we got back home, I wanted him to settle in. I now brought out everything. I said, "This is this person. He's tired crying." I said, "No, in your case, today is not the day for tears."
Oh, you speak Yoruba. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I was born and bred in Lagos.
Okay.
It's Sulere born breed.
Ah, nice.
So the next thing, I told you, in your case,
Okay.
you see, look at this 4. These are the particular 4. I went to his account. I printed all the ones he sent to them with their names. Everything was filed like one that works in an office.
Like your secretary. Well, bless your heart.
I found everything for him. Even their pictures on Instagram, their name. I found everything. Everything.
That's another stroke for that guy, man. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
So
wow.
after everything I gave him, it's like I said, no, you can show you. Today is not the day for tears.
Yeah.
You know, I told you, the day you will see what you are looking for, I will remind you. I'm reminding you today. This is what you have been doing with money. I'm not lacking money, no problem, but this is what you have been doing with money.
Yeah.
This is what you have been doing. You're paying rent, you're paying school fees, you're doing this, you're doing
What did
that.
he say?
No, he was just crying. You know, men, when you catch them red-handed, you don't have explanation. It is just to say, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I said, no, you're not sorry. Because if you're sorry, I don't think you will go to this extent.
Okay.
No problem. What I now did was, I now had to tell my chef and my maid to go on 2 weeks break. They thought I wanted to sack. I said, I can't sack you people. Who will do all this? Who will carry him? Who will put him on the bed? And I said, no, you guys just go on 2 weeks break. Because I needed to teach them a lesson.
Okay.
And now, the one that was calling the Bola client, I now sent an email to her that I'm back in the country, that she should come over to the house. She said, how about your wife? I said, no, my wife has traveled. She went to Canada to see the kids, because my kids are in the university. She said she went to Canada to check on the kids. I said, okay. She even came with a bag to spend 1 week or more. I don't know how many clothes.
Wow. Okay. Go ahead.
Immediately she came in, I now used the locker from upstairs, because we live in a duplex, to lock the door. So even when you use the key, it won't open.
Okay.
Except I put the code.
Okay.
And my husband cannot move. He was in the living room upstairs. That was before we moved these rooms downstairs to make it easier for everyone. He was in the living room upstairs, and she came in. She even screamed, baby. My husband was looking at me like, who is baby? Who is that in the house? Immediately she came up. My husband's head just came down. She was shocked, saying me. I told her to sit. I was the one that invited over. I spoke to her. I said, I know you. I know everything. I told her everything. I gave her full information. Like
you also gave her the file.
I gave her the information. I brought out the file. I said, this is you. These are all the money my husband has been sending to you. And I deliberately did not clean my husband up that morning. Because he was on diaper at those early stages.
Okay.
Not now that he's moving around and all that.
Okay.
I now told her, I deliberately left my husband like that. I didn't date him.
Yeah.
And I said, since you're here,
second wife,
you enjoyed everything with me. You enjoyed his money. You enjoyed the D. Let me not use.
Yeah.
You enjoyed everything. We shared the nudity, so there's no need. You will have to work a whole day. I collected her phones. I seized everything. I said, I won't touch you, but you will walk. I cannot suffer this alone. Do you understand? I told her I can't suffer this alone. Yes, he's my husband.
Your husband,
you will have to eat part of it. She was scared. I said, no, you don't have to be scared. Already have cameras in the house. I know my husband he was helpless. If he had way to scream, he would have screamed. He just could not scream. She cooked that morning. She made breakfast. But before, there's something she did. She was taking up the diaper and was closing her nose. I'm like, oh, you don't know anything. Everything that she did, she doesn't know that it was on camera. Everything was recorded. By 7, I said, you can go. I still gave her money to go. I said, do you know the next day? I did it to the 4 of them for 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks stretch. I just one day. One
day one person comes, another day another person comes. Wow.
I did it to the 4 of them. And the 4 of them blocked him permanently on WhatsApp. They blocked him. My husband was up. I now played the whole
video for him to watch.
And said, look at what. So they can close their nose, but they can't close their nose to alert. He was helpless. He doesn't have a choice. He will watch it because at the early stages he was sitting one place. Is it me he wants to chase around the house?
To collect the remote from you.
He cannot. I told him, you will watch it. Look at your girlfriend. Not even one is even irritated to clean him up. I'm like, oh, the same man you sleep with. They're irritated to clean him up.
Wow.
They're irritated to take off the diaper. And that was, what's that her name? Hey, not Bola. The other one. She was irritated to do anything. I'm like, she's feeling irritated, like, what is this? I'm like, oh, no. And I said, look at them. And this is what I will do until you get better. This is what I would do. But to God be the glory. He's doing fine now. He's moving around.
Can he speak?
He's recovering. What?
Can he speak?
Yeah, he's speaking.
Oh, okay.
He affected his hand and his leg, but right now he's moving. He's just using a staff to move around.
Yeah.
His hand is back to normal now because I was like a gym instructor. Even though we have another gym instructor that comes to the house.
Yeah.
The therapist that comes to connect everything.
Yeah.
But his hand is perfectly well. You won't even know anything happen to him.
Yeah.
Just his leg back.
Could you speak closer? Sorry, we're losing. Speak closer to your mouthpiece, please.
Okay, it's just his. I said he's doing very fine now. Like
you have a physiotherapist for him?
Yeah, we have a physiotherapist that come to the house to do everything, even the gym instructor, and even myself. I still massage and do the little I can do with my small hands and all that. But thank God, his hand is back to normal now. You won't even anything happen to him. It's just his leg, and even when you see him, you would think maybe he had an accident or he slipped. You won't even know he's even stroke. He's doing perfectly well now. But till today, he's still apologizing. But I'm happy I did that to them.
Do you have evening classes? You have like venue evening? Because I be hearing like women. No. I hear women say that their husband cheated. Then they went to fight on the street with the side chick. I'm like, are you not? Haven't you been embarrassed enough?
Fight?
How'd you go fight? How'd you go confront?
I don't have the energy to fight. The only beating I could give my husband was what I did.
No, that thing you did was not. That was Auschwitz. That was.
Lots of people can call it movie and all that. This is real, and that is what I'm calling
psychologically. That was
number so that nobody can cheat. Till today, even my husband said, "Do you know that they blow?" I said, "No, go back." I said, "The video is still in my house." I tell him, "Look they're afraid. They don't want to touch you because you have stroke." But when you were fine, you can send 200,000, you can send 300,000. Wow. But it's good anyway. My upkeep has increased again. Everything has increased. I have a new car now. My husband is now doing the good boy someone I knew when I was 17 years. Wow. Now he's not doing that good boy when we were younger. Everything is back to normal.
Look, nice meeting you.
I punished the
Thank you very much for sharing the story.
I have information about them. I have their location. One of them, I even remember, one of them was trying to say she would scream. I said, "Yeah, you will tell them how you got into my house." They made lunch, they made breakfast, they made dinner before they left my house.
Madam.
I made sure they even cleaned him up. If he wants to, I'll say, carry him. You have to carry him. So that they will know my husband has weight. They will know what I will carry after they leave.
Look, lady, you have Nigerian women want to thank you. And thank you very much.
And I'm brag girl, Navy for that matter. You cannot come and suffer me now.
Oh yeah.
I wanted them to feel that chicken. We were eating chicken when chicken was good. Now that we want to drink garri, they have to drink it. If they don't drink it, women need to know that there are ways to punish men. You don't have to go and fight on the street or make noise.
Yeah. Okay.
If you have him to the corner, he will bend to your taste.
Thank you.
If you want him to even go lower, he will go lower. That's my confession.
Bless your heart. Thank you very much for calling. We are off on an actual break.